Welcome back to Root Beer Floats for some more Dusty and some more Dead by Daylight tips and tricks. Tonight we're covering what, in my opinion, is a very strong survivor build for brand new players. There are better builds out there, but the point of this build is to be accessible to brand new players. None of these perks are hidden behind a paywall, and they're all unlockable right when you start up the game. You spend some blood points in the blood web, and you can get these perks. The first perk in our build is going to be Bond. That was the point of my last tips and tricks video. I covered all the positives of Bond in that video. If you want to see why I believe it's so strong, go watch that video. So Bond is a unique Dwight Fairfield perk, meaning you select Dwight Fairfield, you'll be able to select Bond. The other three perks in this build will snag from the blood web. The second perk on this list, Spine Chill. Extremely useful perk. And what it does is it lets you know when the killer is coming for you. How it does this is it alerts you. It lights up down in the bottom right hand corner when the killer is within 36 meters of you and looking at you. So the average terror radius of a killer is 32 meters. That heartbeat you hear, that dun-dun, dun-dun, that's usually 32 meters away from you that starts. Well, this alerts you at 36 meters. So before you even hear the killer, before you even know he's coming, if that spine chill is lit up and it's staying lit up, he's headed right for you. Say you're working on a generator and that's lit up, it's probably time to figure out the best escape route, maybe inch off, figure out where the killer is, get the heck out of there if he's coming for that generator. One tiny downside of Spine Chill is when Spine Chill's active, when that killer's looking at you and say you're working on a generator or healing a survivor, you're going to get 10% more skill checks. But if he's making a beeline for you anyways, unless you're really close to finishing that generator, you know you're going to get that generator done before that killer gets there, you're probably bouncing anyways. You're probably gone. So a big upside is it doesn't matter if Spine Chill's level 1, 2, or 3. They're all 36 meter range on the alert. The only difference between the levels 1, 2, and 3 are that last number you see. The repair, heal, and sabotage speeds are increased by 2, 4, or 6% depending on which level Spine Chill is. Our third perk on the list, Dark Sense. Now this perk just got a huge buff. How it used to work was anytime you personally finished a generator, you would get to see the killer's aura. You'd be able to see where he is. How it works now is anytime anybody finishes a generator, you get to see where the killer is. Whether you're working on generators or not, you could be farting off down in the basement, searching a chest, somebody pops a Jenny, somebody finishes a Jenny, rather, you get to see where the killer is, which helps you know where the killer is and how to plan ahead, where to go next. The fourth perk on this list is kind of personal preference. Now, before I had a bunch of teachable perks, what I liked to run was Lightweight. What it does is scratch marks stay visible 3 seconds less than normal. The normal scratch mark is visible for 7 seconds. But we're talking 7 seconds. At the end of that 7 seconds, the scratch marks are super duper light anyways. You can barely see them anyways. So the dark red scratch marks that you're used to seeing, that's usually within a range of about 5 seconds. Well, what this does is it makes it 3 seconds less. So now your dark scratch marks are only visible for about 2 seconds. This is huge when you're trying to evade a killer. Maybe you're getting pretty decent at looping a killer and playing some mind games as a survivor. This can help you get away while still being a free perk that you get in the blood web. Obviously, there's better perks out there, but as far as free ones go, easy unlockable ones for beginners, this is one I really recommend. There's other useful perks, though, that you can get for free from the blood web. This is not happening. This is a great perk because we're not running Claudette, and maybe we don't have a med kit. Maybe we just got chased by the killer, hit once, we looped him, got away. We're not close enough to another survivor to get healed, so we're just working on generators. The great skill check success zone increases when you're injured. More great skill checks equals less skill checks. Do you hate skill checks? This might be the perk for you. Kindred is a great perk if you're running solo, if you don't have a team. I've been left on so many hooks left to die because I'm solo queue. I'm not with a team. The other survivors just don't give an about me. What this does is it allows the other survivors to see the other survivors, so they know if somebody's coming to save you or not. But where this perk really helps you is it allows them to see the killer. When you get put up on that hook, they can see the killer. They can see which way the killer runs away. So maybe he runs off to the left and they're off to your right. Well, they know it's safe to move in for the save. Now with Kindred, the distance at which they can see the killer increases. At level 3, it's 16 meters. So that killer is within half of his terror radius near you. He's going to show up. They're going to be able to know that that killer is there. They know where the killer is. Thanks to you, you get saved off that hook. So that's my opinion on a really good starter build for beginners. Something that isn't gonna cost you money. It's only gonna take you a few hours to get this build unlocked. Once you get to level 15, you'll be able to have 4 perks. Run something similar to these 4 perks. You're gonna survive more often. You're gonna learn more about the game. You're gonna unlock more blood points. So as we start the next game, hopefully I can demonstrate the positives of this perk build. I know it's not the most meta of perk builds. Eventually you're going to want to run an exhaustion perk like a balanced landing or a sprint burst or a lithe or even a dead hard. Lithe being my favorite of the perk builds. But hopefully I can demonstrate the positives of this. Now we just seen Spine Chill activate, meaning the killer was within 36 meters of us and also looking in our direction. We then seen the killer. We can see Bond working for us. See, there's a survivor there and a survivor over here working on a generator. Lightweight is going to make it so our scratch marks don't last very long. The average scratch mark lasts for about 5 seconds. 7 in total, but you only see the dark scratch marks for about 5 seconds. Take off 3 from that, and we're looking at 2 to 3 seconds worth of scratch marks. That isn't very long. That's going to help us escape, hopefully, once or if the killer finds us. I'm assuming eventually they will find us. Now, we got multiple people working on this generator. Once it pops, once we power it, Dark Sense is going to activate, and we're going to see that killer's aura. We know exactly where that killer is. Heading back in this direction, most likely. And now Bond activates again, letting us know there's a survivor over here. We can see the killer right there. So, it's the plague, and she just puked on that generator, making me not want to work on that generator. I don't feel like getting sick, at least not yet. I'm not going to get sick unless I have to. Let's go help these two finish off this generator. Get a view on where this killer is again, thanks to Dark Sense. We'll make our way back into the middle shack where we know there's another generator. As soon as we pop this, we'll be able to evade the killer. So, thank you, Dark Sense. We know exactly where she's going. Oh, and My controller died! And she purposely missed, letting me know that she wants to farm? Maybe, but that's not what we're... Nope, we're just lagging. So we'll go ahead and drop that pallet. We don't want to use Bond to pawn the killer off on other survivors, so we'll just go ahead and continue to loop this killer for as long as possible. I thought we lost her. Apparently we didn't. Oh my god, we are chasing her now. Okay, so she totally found us. We're going to try to lose her once again. I need to cleanse. I need to get healed. But as long as I'm running this killer off, as long as you're running the killer off, even if you can't lose her, that allows your teammates to finish generators. We're down to 2 generators already. As soon as we get those 2 popped, we can power the exit gates and get them out of here. Thanks to Bond, we know there's a survivor over here. He's telling me to head in this direction as my controller dies. Yes. Thank you, Brookside. Brookside. Okay. We're gonna go off over here. We're going to cleanse. We're gonna stop vomiting all over the place. Cure this sickness right quick. I am not down with the sickness, as I would say. Okay. So, we're cured. Now we just need to find ourselves another Jenny and get that thing done. We have a fellow survivor down in the basement, probably searching those chests. But we're gonna follow this survivor to a generator off in the corner all by ourselves. Get this thing done. See where that killer's aura is. Head off in the opposite direction. Get this last generator done and get, hopefully, the out of here. So, we can see Bond, we can see the killer. We know which way to run. Hopefully that survivor doesn't go down. We know there's a generator in here because we can hear it. Let's go ahead and hopefully get this thing done as these fellow survivors run the killer off. Yes. Let's get this thing done. Let's see this killer's aura. We got a couple... Ooh, we got a couple skilled survivors out here as Nomak drops. We'll get this done. We'll see the killer's aura. We'll also see where the exit gates are and know which way to go. Okay, where... Ooh, we didn't see it quite long enough. And the killer has NOED. If you see that NOED pop up, if you see the skull off to the right-hand side pop up, that means you're one-hit downs. NOED activates at the end of a game once all generators are powered, and if there's any dull totems left, one of them becomes the Hex totem. We're all one-hit downs until we find that totem, which he just did. So now, thank goodness, I can take multiple hits again. All the survivors are off. These ones are one hit down, so let's go ahead and throw a body block on. Don't puke on me, though. Yeah, I got puked on. Nope, 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 nope. Yeah, okay. We got ourselves just somebody that's farming here, which is fine. We still had a very good game. I think the killer's probably trying to farm here. Stun me! I'm on your team. But I think the killer probably started farming once she realized we were going to totally bully her and all escape. So congrats to us. Congrats to all the fellow survivors. Congrats to our perk build. Hopefully you can take this perk build or one similar to also get an escape. But if you don't fret. Just like I talked about in my last tips video, even if you get sacrificed, you can still take positives out of the match. Blood points. You can still get those big boy blood points as long as you're doing those objectives, doing those generators, totems, or being altruistic, helping other survivors survive, getting those unhooks, getting those heals on them. And you can also get those pips, help yourself rank up. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you want to see more tips and tricks videos in the future from myself, let me know in the comments below. But as far as this one goes, it's all done. So thank you so much for watching. Stay tuned. I will see you soon. And as always, bye-bye!